For 40 years, out in the Nevada desert, a radio station broadcast nothing but static. A ghost in the machine, right? Just noise. That's what everyone thought. But what if it wasn't noise at all? What if it was a message, repeating over and over, just waiting for someone to finally listen? We're gonna dive into this, because a team of cryptographers just found something hiding in that static, and it honestly changes everything.
This is how Dr. Alara Voss put it, the moment her team at MIT cracked the code. You see, this wasn't just some technical glitch they stumbled upon. This was the discovery of something deliberate, something intelligent, hidden in plain sight for 4 decades. And here's the kicker. The message itself, well, by all accounts, it shouldn't even be possible.
So why is this such a big deal? Well, the signal used this incredibly sophisticated thing called digital modulation. Think of it like this. It was hiding digital text inside what sounded like simple, old-school analog static. A digital message wearing an analog trench coat. Now here's the problem. The tech to do that, it didn't exist in 1981. Finding this is like digging up a box of Civil War artifacts and finding a smartphone inside. It's completely out of time.
So, okay, let's get to the revelation. The moment a handful of incredibly dedicated researchers finally made the noise speak.
40 years. Just let that sink in for a second. For 40 years, a complex, coherent message was broadcasting continuously, hidden behind a wall of white noise that governments and engineers had just written off, broadcasting to absolutely no one.
So Dr. Voss and her team at MIT, they got to work. And this was meticulous stuff. They started by plowing through thousands of hours of recordings, and that's when they noticed a subtle repeating pattern, a tiny anomaly. That led them to the hidden modulation, and from there it was like a domino effect of cryptographic breakthroughs. They turned a number sequence into binary, and then, finally, that binary code resolved into plain English text, a message from the past delivered right to our present.
But here's the thing. This discovery didn't just happen in a vacuum. To really understand the message, we have to open up the cold case file and look at the signal's long and very, very strange 40-year history.
So the official story kicks off around 1981, but if you look at declassified documents, it was already on government radar back in '79. For years, though, it was just this niche curiosity. But then, a Freedom of Information Act request in '95 revealed the CIA was actively monitoring it. This long, slow burn of discovery finally led to a crack in the case in 2010, when a hobbyist found the very first breadcrumb, a single, haunting word. Listen.
This is from Richard, the first FCC engineer sent to investigate. Before he passed away, he gave this interview describing what he heard way back in 1981. He said he couldn't explain it then, but he just knew it wasn't natural. He felt an intelligence behind the noise, a sense of deliberate design.
And what was the official response to Richard's eerie finding? A direct order to shut up and bury it. There is no station. From the very beginning, the official line was just denial. And what's crucial here is they weren't just dismissing it. They were actively ordering people to ignore what they were finding.
But internally, it was a totally different story. This declassified memo from '85 shows that they weren't just aware of the signal, they were powerless against it. They couldn't find the source, they couldn't shut it down, and every single attempt to jam it had failed. So their only move was to lie about its existence to the public.
So, flash forward. When Dr. Voss finally goes public with her findings, what's the official response? Well, it proved one thing for sure. Someone was still listening, and they did not want this story getting out.
A man in a black suit from an agency nobody's ever heard of shows up at MIT. He cites national security, hands over a cease and desist, and demands they stop all work. But Dr. Voss, to her immense credit, she refuses. She posts everything online, and the story just explodes.
And then, the strangest thing yet happens. A week after the story goes viral, the 40-year static broadcast just stops. And in its place, for 3 straight days, is gentle, classical piano music. This is the smoking gun. It proves this is not some pre-recorded loop. Someone, or something, is actively controlling the signal in real time. They're responding.
After those 3 days of music, the static came back, but it was different. When Dr. Voss's team ran this new signal through their algorithm, they found a direct message, a reply. "We know you decoded us. We have been waiting. The frequency will change, you will find us again. Keep listening. The 40-year-old cold case had just become a live conversation.
So, you have to ask, where do these whispers from the universe actually fit in? Let's take a look at how the Nirvana frequency stacks up against some of the other famous radio mysteries out there. The contrast here is just fascinating. I mean, you've got these long-running signals like Russia's buzzer, but those are pretty widely assumed to be military. Then you've got the incredible wow signal, but that was a one-and-done 72-second event. The Nirvana frequency is in a class of its own. It's run for decades, it's unjammable, it has no known power source, and this is the big one, we've actually decoded a complex, intelligent message from it.
This all leads us to the most profound theory, one put forward by astrophysicist Dr. Hiram Chen. He suggests, what if it's not a message in the way we think of one? What if it's a test? A kind of cosmic fishing lure cast out into the universe, a signal designed to see if a civilization has reached a certain level of technical skill and, just plain old curiosity. And now, now it looks like we've taken the bait.
The signal went quiet for 3 years after that. It just reverted to simple static. But the story was far from over. This is the next chapter, and the signal has a new, very short message. Soon.
You see, this global community of listeners that had sprung up, they kept watching, they kept recording. They were following the instructions, keep listening. And everyone was asking the same question. Will it ever speak to us again?
And then, just a few months ago, it happened. At precisely 3 in the morning, the telltale pitch shift was detected. It was the exact same signature from 2010. The team scrambled, applied Dr. Voss's algorithm, and basically held their breath. The output was a single word, not a long message, no complex sentences this time. Just one 5-letter word with some pretty terrifying implications. Soon. The impact of this one word has been massive. This isn't just a niche hobby for radio enthusiasts anymore. It is a global phenomenon. There are thousands of people right now actively pointing software at radio static, searching for the next message. In a way, this signal has achieved its goal. It broke through that psychological barrier. We're not just listening anymore, we're participating, we're answering. And that leaves us with 2 enormous questions. Was it a failure of our technology, or was it a failure of our own curiosity that kept us deaf for so long? And now that contact has been made, now that we've responded by decoding it, what does a real conversation even look like? What happens next? The broadcast continues, 24 hours a day, from a source we still can't find. Soon. Is that a promise, or is it a warning? Maybe the only way to find out is to follow the instructions that started this whole thing. Tonight, find an old radio, tune it to static, and just listen.